Hi guys, and welcome back to Midday Matcha with Livy. Clearly I am fucking Livy. I didn't breathe that time. All right, let's roll with that one. That's the intro. I wait right at this point because then I have to edit in my intro music. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's that. If you can't tell, I have my happy bitch vibes on today. I'm just a happy gal living my life. Like, I'm just happy. Like, what do you want me to say? I was thinking of it the other day. I was like, oh my God, a year ago, I was so bulimic and miserable wanting to die. And now I'm just so happy. So if you're dealing with that, just know you can get through it and you will be fine. It might not feel like you'll be fine, but like, I absolutely promise you, you're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine and you're in complete control in your life. Like, if you wanna be a happy bitch, it's 100% in your control. So let's get into my week intro. Okay, let's start here. I've been thinking that maybe I should become a whore, okay? I've never really had a hoe phase. I did one time when I was like on a break with my boyfriend at the time. Well, he wasn't my boyfriend at the time, we were just talking. I did go and fuck some guy in a hotel room when I was 18 and he was like 26. But other than that, I didn't really have a hoe phase. I kind of just, I don't know, it's definitely the trauma. Like, I know exactly why I didn't have a hoe phase is because I have dealt with so much sexual assault and rape trauma that I'm like, I just don't wanna bother even speaking to men. So like, that's why I don't have a hoe phase. And I was thinking, I was like, maybe I should be a whore. Like, how fun would that be if I was just a little whore? And then I got down to the logistics of it and I was like, I don't know if I have the whore tendencies in me. Like, I could totally fuck someone and, no, I actually don't think I could have sex with somebody and then never talk to them again. Like, I get really upset when guys that I've had sex with, literally specifically one, the rest I think I blocked. Oh my God, is that fucked up? Anyways, he'll like view my Instagram stories and I'm like, you fully put your penis inside of me. You can't even ask me how my day is. Like, I have a severe problem with that. It just like really annoys me. I'm like, don't act like you need to penetrate the shit out of me before, like, we're just gonna ignore the fact that we have sex. You're just gonna view my Instagram stories like a fucking weirdo. Yeah, I don't know, it's just a weird thing for me to wrap my head around. I'm like, you're gonna act like we've never had, like, wish me happy birthday. Like, you fucking raw dogged me, wish me happy birthday. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of situation. Like, it just like doesn't make sense to me. So I'm not the type of person that can just like have sex and be like, all right, I think I'll never speak to this person again unless they've caused me severe trauma. Most of my exes and some other guy, but yeah, I'm like, I wanna have, I guess I need to have a stable, some sort of relationship if I'm gonna have sex with somebody. And that's the issue with me, is I can't be a whore because I like to get to know somebody. Not saying that whores don't get to know who they sleep with. I'm just saying I like to really get to know somebody, and that usually ends up in me catching some sort of feeling or them catching some sort of feeling, because I'm like, let's just really sit and talk. And it's not because I care about that. No, it's just, it's not because like, I'm like, I just like to get to know people, especially if I'm gonna do you, like, I'm gonna have to get to know you. I was taking a break from writing. If you don't know, I mean, like, you guys obviously know comedy writing is my life, and I have not wrote comedy in so long. I was a little bit depressed after that guy fingered me in my sleep in, I think it was January. No, I think it was December. It was like right before Christmas. He was like, Merry Christmas, let me sexually assault you. And I was like, vibes. Anyways, yeah, since then I have not really been able to write as much. Also, like, I was in such an intense comedy program that I was like, okay, I'm so done writing. Like, we had to write every single week, multiple sketches and stuff. And just writing in general, I haven't really done it in a while. I like to write little deep, dark poems that are effed up. And I did that. I wrote this little poem, sent it to Maisie. She was like, what the F? And I was like, yeah, it was like a rape poem. Like, I like to get out my traumas in my writing and stuff, and I'm like happy that I'm able to write again. So yeah, I just wasn't writing because I was like, I don't have it in me. I'm a little bit depressed. And then I was like, why don't I put that depression on a piece of paper. I say depression very lightly because like I've actually suffered with chronic depression, or like whatever they diagnosed me with. Like I actually had depression and it was really bad. If you guys want to hear about it, go listen to my episode with my mom where I talk all about it. I'm not gonna get into it. So I'm like, when I say I'm depressed now, it's like I'm a functioning person. Because I'm like, I've been through worse and way harder depression. Like it's just a quick little bump in the road. I know I'm gonna be fine again. And look, I'm a happy bitch. Remember guys, I'm a happy bitch now, which I am. Also, another little update is that I am now putting the entire Mid Day Matcha episode on YouTube for a visual for you guys. So if you wanna go check out my YouTube, it's Livy Bitch. That's my YouTube name, is It's Livy Bitch. And go check me out on there if you want to watch the visual. It kind of feels like we're having a little conversation because I'm looking directly into the camera right now. So if you want to feel like we're just bonding and having a conversation where you don't get to talk and I just talk to you, then go watch on my YouTube channel. And I'm not editing what I put on my YouTube channel. I barely edit Mid Day Matcha now, but I'm definitely not editing what I put on YouTube. So also guys, really big news, I will be meeting the love of my life March 13th. How fucking ironic is it that I have a podcast but I stutter often and I like get caught up on my own words? What is this? Like what is wrong with me? Also like I cannot spell episode for the life of me. Like it's just like every Friday for me it's fucking hell because I have to autocorrect episode every damn Instagram post I post for you guys. Anyways, like I said, I'll be meeting the love of my mind. If I stutter one more fucking time, I'm cutting this goddamn podcast off. Sorry, let me just, see, like those are the things I would probably edit out of the audio. I'm meeting the love of my life March 13th. I'm totally gonna update you guys on it. You're like, why would you say that? My horoscope said I'm meeting the love of my life March 13th, so why would I not? You know, like if my horoscope's gonna say it, it's gonna happen. And you guys know I'm a little bit psychic, so I definitely can feel when I have love coming in for me. I think I do have love coming in for me. I feel it. I also feel a couple of my ex-flingy flings definitely want to come back from the past and talk to me. And when they do come back, I'm going to tell them to fuck off. But you know, I can just like feel these kind of things. I'm psychic. I'm not crazy. I'm literally psychic. Actually, I have predicted a lot of things because of what I feel. Sometimes I'm wrong, but majority of the time I'm right. You know what's crazy is that my mom has a thing where she's like, I can feel when someone's gonna die. I don't know why I'm laughing, but she does. So she's predicted a lot of deaths. So my mom's a little bit of a psychic, and I know I'm a psychic just because I can just predict things. It's whatever. You're like, bitch, are you good? I don't know. I'm a little highly caffeinated right now because I'm drinking a peach tea. If you don't know, tea gets me a little bit more fucked up than coffee does. I'm trying not to swear as much either, but we know that's not gonna happen well. Anyways, I'm super ADHD today. I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna meet the love of my life. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Actually, I'm not like really excited. I'm just like, this will be fun, you know, but it's just the love of my life. It's whatever, no big deal. Oh, wow, this is lovely. I wrote down in my intro notes, I'm starting dating again after a break from being sexually assaulted. So, you know, I had to do what a girl had to do after she was sexually assaulted. I had to take a quick break from men. I was like, oh, pause right there. No more men in my life. Like, give me a couple fucking months to wrap my head over the fact that I was sexually assaulted again. Again. Yes, again. It's not the first time. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with men who just think they can take advantage of women. It's like, what is wrong with you? You're genuinely mentally fucked up. But I handled it legally, and no, I haven't handled it legally yet. I fully fucking lied right there. I'm going back and forth what I want to do legally because whatever, I don't want to get into that. That's just a whole lot of stuff I don't want to talk about. That's for my therapy. Like, that's when me and my therapist get real close, is when we talk about what to do. But yeah, I just had to heal. I think I really healed pretty well from this one, and it's been a journey because his friends will constantly slide in my DMs trying to fuck me. So it's like once you like once I had the thought of him out of my head and like wasn't crying as much and was like happy, is like one of his friends would slide in and be like, let's hang out. And I'd be like, ew, why? I would never hang out with you in my life. Have to block them all. And yeah, that's what I did, because I was like, I'm good, don't need this, never would hang out with you in a normal sense, even if your friend didn't sexually assault me, but I just want literally nothing to do with you. Not my kind of, you guys are not my kind of guys, not my kind of guys, you know, I don't give a fuck. So yeah, now I'm like back in the dating game, hitting it hard. When I said hitting it hard, I don't like, it's no secret, I don't like to actively date. Like everybody annoys the fuck out of me. It's really annoying. But I mean, there's some contenders in there that are doing good. We'll get into it in a whole episode where I update you guys on my life, because a lot has happened. A lot. But until then, we're gonna get into this week's episode. So why I'm making this episode is because everybody has a lot to say about zodiac signs. So I thought it was my turn to chime in, because like, of course I'm gonna talk. Like if you give me an opportunity to speak about something, I'm totally gonna do it. Like I cannot shut the fuck up ever. And we're gonna talk about zodiac signs that I've dated, talked to, and friendships I've had with zodiac signs. So this is like 100% my own opinion, and it's just, I'm definitely gonna drag some of them, like duh. I'm gonna talk about my own zodiac sign at the end. So if you send me any hate, don't. Like I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Anyways, let's get into the zodiac signs episode. So fun fact, I have a zodiac sign book, and it has like a fuck ton of information in it about zodiac signs, like how they act in a relationship, how they act in a business sense, how they act in a friendship sense. So every single time I talk to a guy or start talking to him, I bring out the book. And if any guys ever talk to me, they know about this book, and we sit and we have an hour-long conversation about them as a person. Like this book goes into detail as how they are into sex, as a communicator, everything. So I love to just sit and really deep dive on this book with them. They're like, they didn't sign up for it. I've done this to every single guy that I have talked to. If I haven't done it to you, I didn't care about you enough. Anyways, I don't know, I just really love to do that. I also use their zodiac signs as an insult against them, because I'm a crazy bitch. So what I mean by that is, I will be like, oh, if they do something, I'm like, oh, it's because you're a Taurus. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's because you're a Virgo. I'm like, ugh, your Virgo's really showing right now, and it's not cute. Like, if I stutter one more time, I'm going to lose my absolute mind. Hold on. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Sally sold seashells by the seashore. Sally sold seashells by the seashore. Making me do my fucking acting exercises to get into my podcast should never be the case. I'm like, oh, your Virgo's really showing right now. Like, oof, oh, it's because you're a Virgo, you're acting like that. Or, oh, God. You know, I really bring it up often because men really don't know a lot about zodiac signs. You'd be surprised. They really have no idea. So when they do something, I'm like, I expected nothing less from you because you're a Virgo. And they're like, oh my God. I was like, this is exactly why I don't speak to Virgos. And I don't know why I keep using Virgo. It's just the easiest for me to say, oh my God. It's not even a stutter problem. It's just I can't pronounce words today. Okay, so yeah, I like to insult men using their zodiac signs. Let's get into Aries men. If you follow me on TikTok, which if you don't, F you, but if you follow me on TikTok, I made a TikTok about how I asked Instagram I asked the Instagram questions to my story and I was like, tell me the worst zodiac sign and why. And this random ass motherfucker in my request always slides up on my story and has something to say. And I have like nothing against him. He just lives in my requests and he will live there forever. And he was like, see how nobody has anything to say about Aries men? Like, we're perfect. And I hate Aries men. I really don't like them. I really have something against Aries men. So what I did was I responded to my own Instagram questions like a crazy ass bitch and said, what did I say? Oh, I said Aries men are the worst. And then I posted it and said, yes, up arrow, this is true. And I'm a psychopath. I understand it, but like, you're not gonna get one over on me with the Aries men that I hate. So the reason I don't like Aries men is because they are toxic. It's extremely simple. They are toxic. I think they're very manipulative. Okay, they're also very cocky. So I'm dealing with 2 Aries, not currently. I'm like, oh my God, I hate Aries men, but I'm currently dating them. The 2 Aries I'm talking about, one was an ex, a full-on ex, and the other one was an ex flingy fling. And if you don't know what an ex flingy fling is, if you're new, it's just someone I talk to. And we had like a thing. Oh, who says thing anymore? Am I 15? Anyways, so cocky for no reason. The one guy, I'll give him a little bit of slack. He had a little bit of right to be cocky. The other guy was a complete loser, like a bum, down in the dumps, complete trash, you know? No reason for him to have any self-esteem whatsoever. And you're like, God, Livy, I'm not kidding. Like, he genuinely had nothing going for him, was equivalent to just was a loser. Like, I don't know how else to put it, you know? And was still cocky. Didn't even look good. Like, didn't have looks or anything going for him and was still extremely cocky. I was like, wow. You have some nerve. You have some nerve looking like that, acting like that, living like that, and being that cocky. So I think Aries men are very cocky. They also have extreme anger issues. The one threw keys at my face and he beat me. He's my ex that beat me. And the other one, we'd be on FaceTime, things would be totally fine. And I would say something a little bit smart assy, like I'm just sarcastic. I'm a sarcastic ass bitch. And he would be like, go off, yelling. And I would be like, oh my God, you have absolutely mental issues and we cannot talk for the next 3 days now because you weirdly yelled at me and this is just not healthy. You're very toxic. What is wrong with you? So they have anger issues and there's definitely something wrong with them. They're also extremely jealous. So my ex, we weren't even official boyfriend and girlfriend at the time, and he always thought I was cheating on him. I definitely should have. I look back, I definitely should have cheated, but I was never cheating on him. He always was jealous. If I talked to somebody, did anything, was always extremely jealous. The other guy I talked to, if I was in a location that looked a little bit different, he'd be like, where are you? Where are you? Or you're not at your apartment, where are you? And I'd be like, oh my God. You're crazy. I also should have been somewhere where I should have just like can you imagine FaceTiming the guy you're talking to after you just like had sex with somebody? I'm like, oh, I just wanted to call you right after I just got fucking railed just to say, hey babe, like what? Why would I be at another man's apartment while talking to you? Like that would make literally no sense. Anyways, they're genuinely psychopaths. They're kind of fun. You know, that's where my little toxic side comes out, where it's kind of like, ooh, well, like my one ex, like no, he can get hit by a bus still. The other one, it was kind of like a little bit fun because it was like, hey, you're a little bit crazy. I kind of liked it a little bit, I can't lie. I was kind of into it for a minute and then I like snapped back to my real life and I was like, no, Livy, this is extremely toxic and you need to like get out. Like it's actually not funny, you should probably leave. And so like, yeah, buzzkill, but like came in and was like, cannot talk to you anymore. Also, they can never really let you go. So I have changed my number. I have blocked my ex on everything and I have not had any communication with him in 4 years and he still tries to reach out to me. And it is something I talk about in therapy often because it terrifies me. You have issues letting somebody go. It's not letting somebody go, it's having the reality that this person doesn't actually want you. You know, like they can't deal with that. And the other guy, yeah, he still lingers. So they can never fully leave. I'm trying to think of a positive to end all these on because I don't just want to shit on men. So this is the positive I came up with for Aries men, because I especially hate them, is jealousy causes them to care. Their jealousy, and that's fucked up, their jealousy in them causes them to care a little bit about you. Now we're gonna go on to Libra men. Okay, my father was a Libra and my other ex was also a Libra. They're really weird, man. They're really weird. That's all I gotta say. Bizarre, okay? They're also narcissists. The biggest narcissist, very huge egos. And also, like, my best friend's dad's also a Libra and he carries none of these traits, so it might just be October Libras of males that I like just don't really like. Biggest egos for no reason, once again. Like, my ex, I was like, you have a pretty big ego for sitting on the bench every game that you play, you know? Like, it was a little weird. I understand if you're playing to have a big ego, but if you're not even in the game, don't we think the ego should go down a little bit? They're also very heartless, like genuinely heartless. Also, like, my ex left me in a position that was probably the worst. I've definitely talked about it on other episodes. I don't want to get into it again. But they just do what's best for them, and it's absolutely insane how selfish they are. What the positives I came up with were Libra men was that they taught me great lessons. You know, they taught me how to really love myself and put myself first, because they're absolutely insane. So let's get into Scorpio men. They're super deep, okay? They're like, they look at the world and they see it in a perspective that nobody else sees it. And you're like, what perspective are you looking at it in? Like, it's like they're just super, super deep, okay? They have, if this is with all water sign men that I think, because I'm a water sign and my best friend's a water sign. I'm really familiar with water signs. If water sign men don't know how to cope with their emotions, they're extremely toxic. They become emotionally unavailable. They become extremely manipulative. If they don't know how to cope with an emotion or like feel their feelings, because like men are taught to not really feel their feelings, they're so crazy toxic. It's not even funny. And I know this because if I don't feel every emotion I feel, and I feel so many damn emotions, I'm absolutely insane. I'm like very toxic. So if they're not allowing themselves to feel all the emotions that water signs typically feel, they're effed up mentally. With Scorpios, for me, I would have this insane sexual tension, like the most sexual tension I've ever had with somebody. And then when I had sex, I was like, this could not be any more disappointing. So I don't know if that's with all Scorpios or just the Scorpio I fucked, but like I was like, oh, I'm extremely disappointed by the sexual tension we had, and it's just flat. Like, what was that? I was like, that was pretty fucking boring. They're also emotionally unavailable because if they don't deal with their emotions, they just suppress them like a goddamn psychopath. I connect well with Scorpios though. I do like Scorpio men if they know how to deal with their emotions, and they really are the best conversations, because like I'm a deep bitch too. Some are a little bit like too deep for me, where they're like, I just look at the world like this, and like water is more than water, and you're like, what are you talking about, you weird ass mother effer? It's like they did shrooms but they didn't, you know? It's like they're talking like they're on shrooms but they never did shrooms. It's like, okay, relax. But I do love a Scorpio. I do love a little Scorpio man. I do, okay? I think I could get along with one. Virgo men. I have the nicest stuff to say about Virgo men, okay? They're nice, they're respectful, they're very caring. They love to like take care of you. Something's definitely missing though, okay? Something's a little bit off. They're missing something mentally. I don't know what it is, but they're not all the way there, if you know what I mean. Virgo men, something's a little off. Like, in my experience, I'm like, you're great, but something is missing in your brain. There's a chemical imbalance, and I don't know what it is. On paper, you're a great person, and you're amazing. You're so kind, caring, sweet, but something's a little off with you. You know, it's a little bit concerning, but something's off. They're also a little bit controlling. They're actually extremely controlling. But they're also like not controlling in the way where they're forceful or pushy. And by that I mean they didn't sexually assault me. I was not sexually assaulted by a Virgo man ever. No, but like, I mean that I know of. It's not like I just cut that. Yeah. So I have like nice things to say about Virgo men, besides that they're not all the way there and something's definitely missing. Sagittarius men. If you don't give them what they want, they will take it anyways. I was sexually assaulted by a Sagittarius, is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Don't go to a Sagittarius when looking for a relationship. I didn't, but I just know they're not relationship kind of people. They're like known for loving freedom or good at sex. Don't go to a Sagittarius when you're looking for good sex, because they will not deliver. You will be disappointed. I'm gonna rank, how insane am I? I'm going to rank the zodiac signs best and worst of sex after this too, okay? Genuinely not a fan of Sagittarius men, and I think that might be a little personal. I think it might be a little personal because they definitely assaulted me. So let's get into Taurus men. They're stubborn. If you don't give them what they want, they will genuinely hate you. This is just what I've experienced. They're funny. I connect with them well. They genuinely don't know how to communicate. Communication is terrible. Like, most men don't know how to communicate, but a Taurus man, good luck trying to communicate with him. Good fucking luck, okay? Pisces men, all I have to say about them is that they will always linger, okay? They're always gonna linger. So let's rate worst to best sex I've had and what their sign was. Okay, so worst comes in at a Sagittarius. Then it goes to a Scorpio. Then it goes to a Libra. Then it goes to an Aries. And then it goes to, I think he was a Virgo. He's my king, RIP to the legend. You guys know I love, if you're like, who is that? Go listen to the Sex That Made Me a Better Person episode and you'll know all about the legend, okay? I think he was a Virgo. I could be wrong though, but I'm almost positive he was a Virgo. You're like, yeah, no wonder you like Virgos. He made you come 7 times. I'm like, yeah, you got that one right. Anyways, let's get into friendships of the zodiac signs. So my favorite zodiac sign to be friends with is a Pisces, okay? My best friend is a Pisces, and many of my close friends are Pisces. I absolutely love Pisces, okay? They're caring, they're kind, they are selfish as fuck though. But they understand my emotions, so we're both water signs, like we both connect. I just really love a Pisces, and like we see the world in the same kind of way. I cannot stress enough how much I love Pisces women, but I definitely think there's a difference between March Pisces and February Pisces. I'm not a huge fan of the February Pisces, but a March Pisces women, that's my thing, okay? AKA Maisie. Sagittarius women. My sister's a Sagittarius, and they are a little bit heartless. This is said with love, because my friendships, they're said with love. They're a little heartless. I don't think they feel emotions. I truly don't think they feel emotions at all. Shy, not shy, more like standoffish. Boss ass bitches, okay? Period. Boss ass bitch. They're strong, they're hardworking, they're gonna tell you how it is, they're super blunt. They are queens. I really love Sagittarius women. I really love Pisces women. I couldn't think of any other signs that I have like anything good or bad to say about, like friendships. I just really like Pisces and Sagittariuses, okay? my zodiac sign. Let's get into my zodiac sign and let's roast me a little bit, because I just spent probably 30 minutes talking about how much Aries men are fucked up. So I'm a Cancer, and okay, we have a bad rap in the zodiac community because we're sensitive. I am sensitive, okay, but I'm also a fucking bitch. So I am crazy. I am a little bit nuts. I'm not gonna get into how I'm crazy, but I'm crazy, and like I know I'm a little bit crazy, okay? I love people really hard. I also feel people's emotions like as they're my own. You would think half the situations happen to me because I feel people's emotions so much. I also love to love people. Like I'm a very loving and caring person, but it's really hard to get to know me, and it's really hard to be on my inner circle. I don't let many people in, and I kick people out often. I'm not gonna lie. If you give me any distress in my life, I snip you out really easily. I'm also really hard to impress. Like I'm hard to get to know and hard to impress. But once I'm done with you, I will throw you away like you're trash. I really will. I don't really hold it back. If something's not good for me, I'm like, oh, we're good, we're gone, done, and I just let it go. And then I really don't think about it that much after. You really don't. Once I heal from it, I'm like, I never really think of that again. And that can be a little bit heartless of me. Like I definitely have a heartless tendency like that, but I'm big on not everybody deserves my time or my energy. What is this? You think everyone's gonna get it? Anyways, I'm a ride or die for my best friends and the people I care about when I care about them. Like I am a ride or die. I will do anything for them. It can be hard for me to let go of someone. Like relationships, I've definitely seen that where it's like a little bit hard for me to let go of the relationship, and I probably hold on a little longer than I should, and that's why I was abused. So let go of them while you can. I have to heal all traumas so they don't come back up. Like I said about water sign men, I'm a water sign. I have to heal everything because I feel genuinely everything. I'm super empathetic and sensitive, so I feel genuinely everything. I have to heal it all to be able to move forward. And yeah, I'm a dead-ass psychic and intuitive. Like I told you in the beginning, I'm a little bit of a psychic. I have predicted many things that just like came true. I'm like, I just have a feeling about this, that this is gonna happen, and then it happens. And I'm like, ah, psychic ass bitch. I'm extremely moody. I am really moody, very moody. I feel like I'm not that moody. Look at that, that was me switching moods right there. I'm probably bipolar, that was bizarre. Anyways, like I said, I don't really like many people. So if I like you, just know that I love you. Because it's like, I can't like everybody. I don't like people, I love them. Okay, you guys, that is all I have for the zodiac sign episode of me roasting the zodiac signs on accident. I didn't mean for it to get like this, but I was like, let's just talk about the zodiac signs. If you can take anything from this episode as the Midday Matcha memo, it is don't go to a Sagittarius man while looking for a good time, okay? That's all I have to say. No, I really believe in the zodiac signs. I think it's so interesting and fun to look at, talk about, research, study. I don't know why this became the memo. Anyways, I love a good zodiac sign, and if I insulted you in this episode, just know I did it with love because I'm a Cancer and I love hard, okay? I love every single one of you. If you want more of me, you can follow me on Instagram at SheIsLivy. You can follow me on TikTok at SheIsLivy. You can watch this podcast episode and other videos I post on my YouTube channel. It's Livy Bitch. And if you want to email me, I love to respond to your guys' email. I also love talking to you guys. I love hearing from you guys. And you guys come to me with your problems and we talk about it. And I'm like, God, I love this shit more than anything. So you can email me at Midday Matcha. You can slide in my DMs. If I don't answer you in the DMs, I'm so sorry. I'll be honest, there's a lot of requests and I can't get through them all always, and I lose some, I don't see some, so just know it's not because I'm a bitch. My requests are full, but keep messaging me because the more you message me on the requests, the more I will be able to like see it. And by full, I mean there's just way too many, there's a lot of requests and it's a lot to deal with, okay? I love every single one of you. Have an amazing rest of your week, weekend, whenever the fuck you see this. Don't forget you're a bad bitch and I love you. Go live your best lives. and do not sleep with a Sagittarius. And that is all, YouTube. I love you. I love that you guys see a little behind the scenes of what I'm doing. I'm tired and that takes so much energy out of me, and I'm so pissed off that I stuttered a lot. But I love you and bye. Go follow me, assholes.